Back on. Yeah, it appears I am. Okay. Investigate the murder, Peter Carey. Investigate the crime scene at Woodman's Lee. Select a suit to wear using your personal wardrobe. And join Lestrade at Woodman's Lee. I've been watching too many of Anne Rice stuff. Okay. Evidence. Peter Carey, also known as Black Peter. Okay. Oops. Okay. Let's go get some clothes on, I guess. Let's see, what am I gonna wear? Sailor outfit? No. Unbuttoned suit. Let's go casual suit. Wear a hat. Okay. Alrighty. And now, oops, we shall go here. I think wherever I put my camera is going to be in the wrong spot. Oh well.
Mr. Holmes, I'm over here. Come on.
Whoa. Camera went all wonky there for a second.
Inspector Lestrade, when will you remove my husband's body? It's sacrilegious to leave him here like this.
As soon as we can, Mrs. Carey, I assure you. Allow me to introduce you to Mr. Sherlock Holmes. He's a detective. No doubt you've heard of him. I'll wait for you in front of the cabin, Mr. Holmes.
My condolences, Mrs. Carey.
Thank you, Mr. Holmes.
Let's deal with you first. Anything on your face? Anything in your hair? No. Okay. Cameo. Anything else? No. Catholic rosary. Okay. Gardening gloves. Birdhouse. Still need something that I'm not getting yet. Crested tit. Whatever that is.
Madam, can you tell me if you saw or heard anything unusual upon the night of the murder?
At 2 o'clock in the morning, I heard a terrible scream. But I thought nothing of it then. He would scream all the time when he was drunk.
Can you please tell me what occurred on the evening of the murder?
Well, Peter got drunk in the evening. He was in such a terrible temper. Usually whenever that happened, he'd stay all night drinking in his cabin before passing out.
Do you remember at what time you found your husband's body?
In the morning, at around 7 o'clock. I noticed the cabin door was open, but I didn't go in to take a look, for I knew my husband would not have liked it. At around 10 o'clock, I dared to glance in through the door and... oh dear.
Was your husband accustomed to receiving visitors?
Oh, no, I don't think so. I mean, he didn't really have many friends. He lived quite an isolated life here, after his retirement.
You have indeed suffered a great loss, Mrs. Carey. Nevertheless, I believe it will be less of a burden for you soon.
Yes. Life with Peter was never easy, but he was still my husband.
He was different, wasn't he, when you first met him upon your return from Plymouth?
Yes, Mr. Holmes. Oh, my goodness, but how do you know about that?
You undertook a pilgrimage to the Cathedral of Santiago de Compostela when you were young. That much is evident from the rosary in your hand. The shortest route for the pilgrim from England to Spain is from Plymouth. I believe that you met Peter Carey as a young sailor there, and you married him soon afterwards.
That is indeed what happened, Mr. Holmes. How extraordinary.
Because I smell.
Thank you, madam.
Okay. Oh, what? Oh, that's right. It's gonna give me her synopsis that we already know. Let's go down to the cabin. Okay. Oh, wait.
It seems that the garden was well maintained.
That's because they have a gardener.
Peter Carey's body is inside the cabin. We took care not to touch anything.
Alrighty.
The door is locked.
Wait just a moment, Mr. Holmes, and I'll open it. I locked it yesterday to ensure that no one should enter the cabin and tamper with the evidence.
Ah, good thinking.
Hello.
What is it, Lestrade?
It seems to me that someone has tried to force it, Mr. Holmes.
Let me see. These scratches are fresh. You're right. Someone tried to force open the door.
I swear these scratches were not here yesterday.
Now, a mysterious visitor came here last night.
Well, he's not the man for the job. This lock is not a difficult one.
Perhaps he did not have the right tool.
No, let's go check it out. Oh, there he is.
What a terrible way to die. The tooth of a sperm whale, probably from one of Peter Carey's catches.
Anything else? Let's see.
This place is not covered with dust, like the rest of the shelf. An object was taken from here. It was larger than a book. A box or a small chest, perhaps.
I hope my camera doesn't make it to where I don't see things.
The ship's logs of the Sea Unicorn for the years 1878 to 1884. Peter Carey was her captain.
Okay, so I'll come back to that shelf in a minute.
Peter Carey's boots. They look to be a size 8. Old navigation instruments, nothing interesting.
Okay.
Harpoons for hunting whales.
Very astute there, Sherlock.
The Sea Unicorn. She was the ship that Peter Carey commanded.
Yeah, you already said that.
The weapon fully penetrated the body. The force of the blow was immense. This man is in his 50s, yet he still looks quite strong. Peter Carey was fully dressed. He was not caught by surprise. It is possible that he knew his murderer.
Mm-hmm.
This blood is from the pool underneath the dead body. This wooden handle is plain and solid. Peter Carey tried to defend himself with this knife, but he did not succeed. The pattern of the blood stain indicates that the notebook was not lying on the floor prior to the crime, but it was dropped into the pool of blood after the death of Peter Carey. JHN are probably the initials of the owner of this notebook. These abbreviations mean something, but what?
Coordinates? Let's see. Oh. Something else.
Peter Carey was impaled to the wall by a whaling harpoon.
Okay. And then
The initials PC have been crudely burned. A sailor's work. This aroma is familiar, but to recognize it, I must construct my associations in one picture.
okay, something like. Oh, wait. It's definitely a ship, but how do I make it all go together? Okay. Got it. So I can move this thing a little bit. I'm trying to move it, but it won't let me. Seriously? Okay. Oh, okay. That's like way too far out. Can I move anything else besides those two things? I hate that.
Yes. This is a coarse tobacco, quite strong and very popular among sailors.
Okay, and then we got...
Someone drank from this glass recently. Rum, a sailor's drink. It seems that Captain Carey was enjoying a drink before he met his death.
That's what his wife said. Okay. So everything's been looked at in here that needs to be looked at, correct? Well, can I...
The ship's log.
No, can't really do anything with that yet. Alright. Oh.
Hammerfest. Dundee. It's a whaling map.
Any more stuff to look at? No. Okay.
Have you finished inspecting the crime scene?
Okay. Find a use. Okay. Oh, for more dialogue. And then this says... Okay, let's go talk to Mrs. Carey. Oh, okay.
These
Too
boots
small.
don't match the footprints. These footprints appear to be quite large.
Okay, and then the triangle thing came up. Okay. Make an ambush. An ambush must be made tonight to see if the break-in attempt will be repeated. Okay.
Someone was here yesterday. They attempted to force the door to gain entry.
Okay, let's go talk to Mrs. Carey first. What? Oh, I already did that. We got some more dialogue.
Is this your husband's tobacco pouch?
I'm not sure. It might be, but he hadn't smoked in a very long time.
The garden is very large and well maintained. Do you employ someone to look after it?
It is true, there is a lot of work, but my husband took care of it himself.
Liar.
Your husband's private papers. Do you know where they are?
There was a small tin box, barely larger than a book. He kept his papers there. It should be somewhere in his cabin.
Well,
Thank you,
it's
madam.
missing. Okay. Organize an ambush with Lestrade. Okay, let's go talk to Lestrade then. Do. This is fun. I feel like I'm a real investigator. Hey, dude.
Well, Mr. Holmes, what do you think?
I think that we are lucky.
And why is that?
Because of last night's attempted break-in.
Oof, you've lost me.
It is very probable that whoever came here hoped to find the door open. They tried to force it with a knife blade, but they failed. What will they do? Why, return tonight, when they will be better prepared.
Aha! So what do you propose?
We shall remain on the outside, near the window, where we stand the best chance of catching sight of our visitor. Well, gentlemen, ready your pistols. We have a long night ahead of us.
Okay. Are we going back here?
This looks like the perfect hiding place.
Yep. Take a sip while we're waiting.
Shh! Did you hear that?
Mm-hmm. I think It looks like
There's someone there.
a kid.
I'm gonna collar him.
I'll be right behind you.
Police! Hold it right there.
Oh shit, I gotta go this way. Doo-doo-doo. Oh my
Mr.
god.
Holmes. All right, my fine fellow. Who are you and what are you doing here?
You're detectives, I suppose. You imagine that I'm connected with the death of Captain Carey. I assure you I'm innocent.
Innocent? And what are you doing in his cabin?
Shall I tell you? You came to retrieve what you had lost after killing Peter Carey, but we were here, waiting for you.
What is your name?
John Hopley Nelligan, but I didn't...
Do you deny that you came here yesterday?
No, but yes, it's just that I couldn't...
I'm tired of this. Off we go to the yard. Tomorrow, I'll see that you're put in front of the judge.
What? But you can't! I'm not... It's a terrible mistake!
Enough. You can explain all of that to the judge. You're coming with me to the yard.
But...
In light of recent events, it seems evident that your coming here was unnecessary. All the same, I'm very grateful to you, Mr. Holmes.
You are welcome, Inspector. But please don't be too hard on our young fellow. I would like to question him tomorrow morning.
Okay. I think I mainly, where my camera is okay, because I can kind of see when it gives me a command, but except for a little bit. Okay, let's go look at the belongings, which is in here.
These are the suspect's belongings. And partner, 1883. From R. Dawson. To my friend, Dawson. I've seen this name before. Perhaps my archive holds the answer.
So we'll have to go back to our office too.
A handkerchief with the initials J.H.M. A pocket knife. It was used to force the door of Peter Carey's cabin. The notebook that we found on Peter Carey's cabin floor. These abbreviations mean something, but what?
Okay, now let's go talk to him. Oh my god, walk straight. There we go. You're in here already. Okay. Let's study you first. Shabby cap. Patch. Expensive fabric. Elaborate buttons. Calluses. Scars. Thin neck. What am I missing? Short sleeves. Okay.
Does this notebook belong to you?
Yes. But where did you find it? I did not know... I thought I'd lost it at the hotel.
What do these abbreviations mean?
Oh, no. I beg you, I can't. If I told you, it would only make things worse.
But I will find out eventually, Mr. Nelligan. The sea knife was found near Carey's body. Tell me, Mr. Nelligan, did Mr. Carey try to defend himself or to attack you with it?
I don't know. I didn't kill anyone.
The police seized this valuable ring from you. Whose is it?
I didn't steal it from anyone. It has always belonged to me.
The ring's date of engraving is many years ago. You would have been a child then, hardly in any position to receive such an item from a partner. So, Mr. Nelligan, who is the true owner of the ring?
The ring is mine.
No, Mr. Nelligan. I believe that the ring had belonged to your father.
Oh, but how do you know?
The jacket you are wearing is made of an expensive fabric that only a man of exceptional wealth could afford. You do not seem to me to be a rich man, Mr. Nelligan. Furthermore, the garment is ill-fitting. It is quite clear that it belonged to someone else, most probably your father. With your father gone and taking with him the family's wealth, as a little boy you had to find yourself a manual job, and it was most probably cleaning fish. You cut your hands often while working. I can tell from the scars.
I'm speechless, Mr. Holmes. It all happened exactly as you say.
Because I'm
Well,
smart.
I will see you soon, young man.
Please, let me go. I'm innocent.
Okay. Investigate. John Nelligan seems not to be a usual thief. What is his role in that? Okay. I guess we'll go back to Scotland Yard. Or we are at Scotland Yard. What do we do then? Oh, we have to, yeah, we do gotta go back to our office, search the archives. Maybe pick up Watson. Okay. Dawson, 1883.
Here it is.
That was a lucky guess.
Now I begin to understand that young man's story, but I am still unclear as to what connects him with the murder. It is time to ask him.
The Dawson and Nelligan Investment Fund, a regional banking institution based in Cornwall, it has declared bankruptcy as a result of heavy losses in its loan portfolio and has accordingly been assigned for liquidation. It was the 23rd largest bank in Britain, and its bankruptcy was the second largest on record. The liquidation of company is a pure catastrophe for many Cornwall families. Joshua Nelligan, one of the bankers, has since mysteriously disappeared. He was last seen aboard his yacht, preparing for a departure to Norway. Nelligan is wanted both by the police and his creditors. Oh boy. Okay, so now we go back to Scotland Yard. And thank God we can run. Let's see, are you in the cell? No, you're in here. Okay.
I have heard the story of Dawson and Nelligan, the West Country bankers.
Yes. Joshua Nelligan was my father.
I am aware that it had a bad ending. When the bank failed, it ruined half the families of Cornwall, whereupon Joshua Nelligan disappeared.
My father was under extraordinary pressure. Dawson had retired. I was only 10 years of age at the time, but it was still old enough to feel the shame that befell our family. My father was convinced that he could pay off all his debts if the creditors gave him time. He set sail for Hammerfest in Norway in his small yacht, just a few days before an arrest warrant was issued. He left my mother a list of the securities he was taking. No word was ever heard from him again. We believe that his vessel went down, taking with it everyone and everything on board.
Thank you for the story, Mr. Nelligan. At last, we are making some progress. Interesting. Joshua Nelligan and Peter Carey were both at sea in Norway. There is definitely some connection between Peter Carey and Joshua Nelligan's disappearance.
Examine ship's logs. Might put some light. Okay, so now we gotta go back to our office again. Oh wait, no, his ship logs. No, we want to go here. We want to go here. Hey. Thank you. Because it wouldn't let us look at them before, but maybe now we can? Whoop, not that way. I need to go this way. Yes.
1883. That's the one I need. This is the crew list of the Sea Unicorn.
Okay, where's Nelligan?
This is the crew list of the Sea Unicorn. Log notes for June. Nothing unusual. Log notes for July. Nothing special. Log notes for August. These pages have been torn away. Canadian Pacific Railway, CPR. A torn piece from a bond certificate. I have seen this abbreviation somewhere very recently. There are 3 ways of discovering what happened in August of 1883 aboard the Sea Unicorn. The first 2 of these will require speaking with a dead man. The last would be to locate vital witnesses, the sailors involved in this whale hunt campaign.
Okay. Wiggins might help to find the crew of the Sea Unicorn. He should be somewhere at Baker Street. Okay. I actually like these games.
Something
I don't know why
new,
nobody
Watson.
plays them.
I have the list of sailors who were aboard the Sea Unicorn. We shall soon learn what happened to Nelligan's father. I have only to find them. Let us hope they are still working at the harbour.
I think that if you pretend you're from Scotland Yard...
I doubt it, Watson. And really, I would prefer that all of this remains quiet for now. But I have another solution. I'll call in the specialist.
And who might they be?
The secret police division of Baker Street.
Ah, you mean young Wiggins and his gang?
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Believe me, you'll receive more useful assistance from these little urchins than from a dozen yard detectives. Those children are everywhere. They see and hear everything, and they are cunning. All they lack is organization. I'll summon them.
How will you do that?
There is always a watch beneath our window. I have only to call him.
Let's look in here. Yep, that's who it is. Big-breasted lady. Hi, lady.
Wiggins, could you come upstairs, please?
At your service, Mr. Holmes.
Wiggins, I need you to track down certain people for me. I'll give you a list. You can read, can't you?
Big Oliver from our gang. He can, because his father is the coachman of a famous lawyer.
Fascinating. Here is the list of sailors.
Sailors? Easy. Just gotta look where the rum and the red lights are.
Sorry to trouble you, Mr. Holmes, but the inspector asks that you come to the station as soon as possible.
Thank you. I'll be there shortly.
Okay, so back here. I'm assuming he's in his office.
Mr. Holmes, I'm glad to see you.
As always, what happened?
We have a new suspect, Liam Hurtley. I'm thinking that this case will be resolved very quickly now.
Interesting. Pray tell.
Well, the constable that I left at Woodman's Lee noticed a suspicious individual prowling around during the night.
Do you have him here?
Yes. He refuses to speak with us, but we'll make him talk.
Let us hope so.
Ah, yes, and one more thing. The constable told me that at the time of his arrest, the fellow was writing a letter.
Do you have it?
Of course. It's in the evidence room, at your disposal.
Great.
Admit that for once, Mr. Holmes, Scotland Yard is a step ahead of you, eh?
Breathtaking.
Okay.
These are the suspect's belongings. Liam Hurtley's old boots. They're a size 9.5.
They might fit.
The stains are fresh. They can be removed with the proper chemicals. A pen. Nothing unusual about it.
Oh, good. I get to interrogate him. Let's go. Oh, wait. He's not in there.
Please escort this suspect for interrogation. Allow me to introduce myself. My name is Sherlock Holmes. I would like to ask you a few questions.
I've already told the police that I've nothing to say. And you're not even part of the police.
Precisely. And considering your situation, it might be wise to speak with someone who is, shall we say, rather more neutral. You are a suspect in a murder case.
I know. Inspector Lestrade told me. It's ridiculous.
Could you at least tell me who you are, and exactly what happened that you should be brought here?
My name is Liam Hurtley. That I can tell you. But you're not getting any more than that.
Well, we shall see.
Let's inspect you now. Anything on the face? Hat? No. Okay. Big nose. Ooh, something. Old scar. Okay. Oh yeah, I see it. Handkerchief with crusted tit, just like that book. Plant remains. Oh, I bet you he's the gardener. Gardener's hands, yep.
That's all for now.
Okay. Interrogate. Okay, I did that. What's next? Perform analysis. Find a use. Okay, so we gotta go back to our lab. Go. I feel like a CSI from the 1800s. I love CSI. I watch them all the time.
I need to prepare a chemical agent that is capable of removing fresh ink. For this purpose, the chemicals from the flasks should be combined in a certain order to perform a chain reaction. First condition, all 7 reagents should be used. Second condition, orange reagent should be the third one in the sequence after the blue reagent. Third condition, colorless reagent should be added after the orange reagent.
That makes no sense.
First condition, all 7 reagents should be. Second condition, third.
So they all go in?
No, something isn't right. I need to start the reaction from the beginning again.
You said all 7.
First condition, all 7 reagents should be used. Second,
Oh,
third.
got you. Okay, they have to go. Put back.
First condition, all 7 reagents should be used. Second condition, third.
So maybe the first one goes in, but then this one goes. It doesn't make sense. No.
No, something isn't right. I need to start the reaction from the beginning again.
Alright, let me look.
First condition, all 7 reagents should be used. Second condition, orange reagent should be the third one in the sequence after the blue reagent. Third condition, colorless reagent should be added after the orange reagent.
So, okay. So this one, I think I got this. Then this one. 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 And then
No, something isn't right. I need to start the reaction from the beginning.
So put the
again.
green one first. I got this. I got this. Okay. Green one before the last blue one. Oh, so orange. Clear. Blue. Orange. clear. Green.
No, something isn't right.
Okay.
I need to start the reaction from the beginning. Again.
I give up. I did as you asked and hid them well, but I beg you to reconsider. Ion, and remember our vows. I have done nothing dishonorable for which you, me. Okay. Dialogue for Hurley. Okay, so let's go here. Is he in the cell or is he at the desk? Actually, let's go here first and put his boots for the test. And then we'll have a lot to talk about. I'm glad we can just jump around. Okay. Let's do this. Here we go.
These boots match the footprints exactly.
Alright. Now we'll go talk to him, because now he has no way to deny it. He's probably the killer. Okay, now we can go interrogate them. And you're there, so...
Please escort this suspect for interrogation.
Here we go.
Tell me, Mr. Hurtley, what were you doing at Woodman's Lee?
Woodman's Lee? I've never been there.
Liar.
The second pair of boots that you had with you when you were arrested perfectly match the footprints found near the cabin where Peter Carey was murdered.
Footprints? That's your proof? How many men have boots like mine? That doesn't make me a murderer.
Now that your presence at Woodman's Lee has been proven, would you care to explain it?
I don't remember. What would I be doing there anyway?
Okay, I'll try again.
Now that your presence at Woodman's Lee has been proven, would you care to explain it?
I don't remember. What would I be doing there anyway?
Okay.
Because you are the gardener at Woodman's Lee.
I'm not. How did you...
I observed your hands. They told me that you work with the earth. Small fragments of plants snagged to your trousers indicate that you were mowing very recently. But the most obvious clue presented itself in the bird embroidered on your handkerchief. A crested tit, if I'm not mistaken.
All right, you got me. Yes, I am a gardener, and I went there to get my tools.
So tell me, Mr. Hurtley, what did you hide?
Hide? What are you talking about?
I did as you asked, and hid them well. Should I continue?
My letter? But the ink? That's impossible.
A touch of chemistry, nothing special.
Well, you're a smart one. But it's nothing. If you want to know, I was referring to my tools. It was to do with my work, see?
I will check that, Mr. Hurtley. That's all for now. Hurtley's stories are false leads, but now I know one thing for certain. I must examine the site where the garden tools are kept at Woodman's Lee.
Okay. Oops, so back, there we go. Okay, so, and I think those are up here. I gotta talk to her anyway.
Does the name Liam Hurtley mean anything to you?
No, I don't know anyone by that name.
Madam, we have information that the valuable stolen papers are hidden amongst the garden tools here at Woodman's Lee. We need to find them.
Oh my. Our tools are kept inside the shed that's right behind me. Here is the key to open it.
Thank you, madam. Let's see what could be hidden here.
Well, looky here.
Let us see what is in this box.
Ugh, I hate these puzzles. Okay. So what am I trying to line up to? Okay. Those two kind of line up. What about... no, this. Oh, I did it. Wow, that looked complicated.
A bundle of letters in a woman's hand with the Carey family monogram. Hurtley and Mrs. Carey were in a relationship. That is interesting.
Liam, my dear, you've been so good to me all the time that I've known you. I cannot describe these feelings, but I suppose that they are sinful and no good can come from them. I fear what might happen if you're going against God. Thank you for your care, but I cannot leave the man with whom I've been bound by God. It is his divine will, and thus my husband is the cross that I must bear. He makes my life a living hell, but bruises fade, and you must not worry for me. Okay. Yeah, let's go talk to her. You've got some splaining to do, Missy.
Madam, I am aware of your affinity with Liam Hurtley.
Oh, what are you talking about?
Mrs. Carey, we found your letters.
My letters? I asked Liam to return them to me. I wanted to burn them.
Why did Mr. Hurtley put them inside the garden shed?
I don't know. I wanted them back, but I couldn't see him, not after what happened.
Well, here they are.
Oh, this is terrible. Terrible. Liam, how could he? After what he has done.
You believe that he killed your husband?
No, I do not know. I do not know. Leave me alone, please.
Thank you, madam.
So... I think we have to go back and see if what's-his-name is back. Wiggins. Whoa, okay. experiment required? We need to find out whether an unskilled and untrained man could use a harpoon well enough to kill a fully piercing a body. We'll do that later. What else can we put together? Retrieving the notebook. The break-in attempts were made in order to recover the notebook that had been lying in the pool of victim's blood. This proves the guilt of the person who made these attempts. Okay, what else can we do? Harmless flirting. It's been confirmed that Liam Hurtley was flirting with Peter Carey's wife. Even fell in love, but it didn't go beyond the affectionate but harmless letters and words. I'd rather go with that one. Yeah. Okay, unexplained presence. Liam Hurtley's boots match footprints would mislead. Okay. But looky, I'm getting some stuff. Liam Hurtley relation due to Carey gives him motive. Hurtley's presence. I'm gonna say this one. Okay. I don't think, yeah, nothing else goes together. Cool. We put a lot of the case together. Okay, well, I think I'm gonna pause here and call this part 1 of Sherlock Holmes, Crimes and Punishments. I know nobody's watching, but it's okay. These games are fun, and this is what I'm gonna do. My name is Sirius Grace. Please like, subscribe, comment, tell your friends to do the same, and I'll see y'all tomorrow, part 2. Thank you.